Good afternoon, everyone. We want to call to order the Houston County Board of Education meeting for August the 11th, 2015. We would ask that you would silence your phones so that we can continue our meeting without interruptions. And as we do that, we're going to have a moment of silence. Then we will ask Ms. Hughes to do the Pledge of Allegiance. A moment of silence, please. Thank you. At this time, we have some special recognition that we want to do, and it's for our school nutrition program. What a great group of people. Our school nutrition employees work hard to prepare healthy, safe meals for our students. Each school nutrition lunchroom receives 3 health inspections every school year. The past year, our 39 lunchrooms received a total of 103 health inspections countywide. Out of the 103, and this is real big, out of the 103 inspection reviews, all schools earned a perfect score. That means a phenomenal 100% of our schools earn 100% of their inspection. Today, we are pleased to recognize the managers at 8 schools for earning a decade or more of consecutive years of perfect health scores. Managers, as I call your name, please come forward and receive your recognition. The first group I want to announce will be the schools that have earned 10 years of perfect health scores, 10 consecutive years. Lake Joy Elementary, Ms. Lois Winchester. Ms. Jennifer Howard. Warner Robins Middle, Ms. Gloria Wright. There was one school that had 11 consecutive years of perfect health scores, and that is from Westside Elementary, Ms. Debbie Register. Ms. Register is also the system-wide School Nutrition Manager of the Year. And there are 4 schools that have 12 consecutive years of perfect health scores. They are from David Purdue Primary, Ms. Kelly Reese. Miller Elementary, Mr. Stephen Askew. Morningside Elementary, Ms. Donna Stewart. And Tucker Elementary,
Show some love.
All right.
Two, three, and we'll take one more. If I have the plaques up, yes.
Y'all can have it covered.
On last evening, we did the consent agenda. Are there any comments from the board members on the consent agenda? If not, Ms. Hughes, would you make a motion for the agenda?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the agenda as amended.
Have a second?
Second.
It has been moved and properly second that we adopt the agenda as amended. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Thank you. Ms. Hughes, the previous minutes.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the previous July meeting minutes. There were 3 meetings, actually.
Second.
Thank you. It has been moved and seconded that we approve the previous minutes meeting, previous minutes from previous meetings. All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. Thank you. Board member comments. I'll start with Brian.
All right, so good to be back at school. I'm excited for everybody I've talked to. Seems like everybody's getting along good, everything's going well. I'm excited, my kids are excited. I'm not too excited to be doing homework with them already. Nonetheless, it's good. I want to say congratulations to our managers for lunchrooms. That's a huge task to feed all these kids, and it's a tough challenge on a father to compete with a lunchroom PB&J, so you're doing a great job. I'd say maybe a little early congratulations and happy birthday to Dr. Scott. That's probably coming later, but and Miss Skip Marianne already just about said Madam Chairman, speak please. So, I'll get to have a birthday soon.
Seems a little bit light on this end of the counter, and I promise you it's not him. But we hope to correct that. School is off and running, and had the opportunity to be in 10 or 11 schools so far this year, and it's been exciting to see the level of excitement and optimism, and I think having some of last year's new initiatives behind us, we are no more what to expect. I think that teachers are able to settle down. I think our administrative teams at school are doing some creative thinking and planning, and I'm expecting great things for this school year. Spent most of Friday hoping to distribute textbooks, and I'll just tell you that it just reinforces my feeling that we need to go to electronic text. So, that's a big job.
Ms. Hughes.
Yes, thank you. Welcome to everyone to our office meeting, and a extra special welcome to our school nutrition managers. Wow is all I can say. What an accomplishment. To have scores in 139 schools, and for those of you that are here that have achieved these scores for 10 years or more, that to me is just incredible. So congratulations once again, and thank you for what you do every day for providing our children with nutritious meals every day, hot lunches, breakfast, and doing it with a smile and a servant attitude. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you also to Mr. Wilson for stepping up to the task of serving as our interim chairman. We're definitely an eclectic group with our small, medium, large, and extra large personalities, backgrounds, and viewpoints. But he's doing a great job of communicating with us and blending our strengths and weaknesses and remaining calm and steady at the same time. And believe me, that's not easy. So thank you for it. I totally enjoyed visiting schools on the first day with Dr. Ungren and Ms. McLaughlin. Everywhere we went, just up right where they left off. They never missed a beat. I love seeing the smiles and the enthusiasm of students, teachers, staff, and administrators on that first day of school. There's nothing like the first day of school. Everybody's excited. There's a special adrenaline and energy within the system that makes this day one of the most important days within the life of a student, whether they're going to pre-K or if they're a senior in high school. The first day is always the first day, and it's exciting. The hard part is maintaining that enthusiasm over the course of the school year. And of course, our employees do an excellent job of sustaining that type of climate. I'm also looking forward to having a complete board and seeing 2 new faces in the seats that are currently vacant. Making a selection from the resumes we received was extremely difficult because of the quality of the resumes. It was really amazing. Lost a little bit of sleep last week trying to process all of this information and realizing how fortunate we are in Houston County to have so many individuals who are willing to step forward and offer their services for the students in our school system. So thank you to all of the applicants. You all are winners, even though we get to select 2 of you, which we'll find out shortly. But the individuals who will be selected, a challenge to you, you definitely have some big shoes to fill, replacing the experience and wisdom of Mr. Dawkins and Dr. Melnick. Finally, one last reminder, political thing, it's election day, special election day for the district House of Representative, I believe it's 146. And if you haven't polluted that district and you haven't voted, it's not too late. So just get out and vote. And finally, happy birthday to Dr. Scott. I hope you have a special day.
Thank you. It's just another example of how great it is to be a part of Houston County. We have good sports, good CTAE, good nutrition. It's just a blessing to be here and be a part of that. Congratulations to you hardworking ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic job. 10 years, perfect scores. That's all right. I'm just there again. Thank you. You make our job or our task here as board members easy because you're doing your job. We look good for it. Thank you for that. The next thing I'd like to say, it's been a great week of starting school. It's almost scary because last year there seemed to be 2 or 3 major events happening, and so I'm almost scared to say we're off to a good start because it's just been so good. But like Dr. Unders said, which a lot of those things that the new initiatives and all that came on board before me and Brian got here, but they just seem to be walking along smoothly, and that's another, congratulations to our staff and the executive staff that we have here. Helen stole a little bit of my thunder. I was going to mention the election today, but that's right. Get out and vote. That's our God-given right, and we need to use that the best we can. And last but not least, one next thing is thank you for it. Thank you for stepping up. Thank you for being here. We've got some decisions in front of us last night and today. I'm looking forward to the new board members coming on, and it's going to be a good year. I've enjoyed my time here, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it. And thank you for stepping up. Dr. Scott, happy birthday. My favorite thing about that is I think you're a year older than me. I ain't gonna last long, but I think you're a little older than me. Thank you for allowing us to be here. Thank you for everything. It's just a real pleasure to serve.
Thank you very much, and thank you all for your comments there concerning the board. And I do hate I missed, out of my control, I missed visiting the schools on opening day and bus shop and all that due to surgery that I had, and I'm coming along just fine. Thank you all, for those of you who knew and was praying for me, and thank you for that. I'm doing a lot better. I can see halfway out this side. You all on this side a little bit blurred, but I can see you all clearly. But I'm doing well. Again, the school nutrition people, I want you all to know you all are doing what was my dream as a kid. My grandmother raised me to be able to cook and taught me how to cook. She was our one-room school shack, cafeteria person, lunchroom person, and she did everything. She taught me to cook, and I was going to be a cook when I got out and graduated from high school, but I went into the Air Force and they didn't give me that job, but I had a great career. But I still cook now, for my wife mostly, but I cook different things for different schools, gumbo and things like that. Some of the schools have had different things here. I like barbecue here for the Central Office. But I want you all to know, you all are living my dream. So keep doing what you're doing because you're getting perfect scores on it. So keep doing what you're doing. I want to congratulate you all on that. Before we go to our superintendent's comments, Ms. Jan, I think you have something special for us. Would you please share it with us?
At the request of Mr. Wilson, we're going to all join in sing happy birthday to Dr. Scott. So here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear son. Happy birthday to you.
Your turn.
Well, I certainly appreciate all the recognition of my birthday, but all of you that know me know that I don't like that kind of stuff. So I hope it's a long time before my birthday falls on the board meeting. But I do want to comment to our school nutrition employees. You're a very, very important part of what we do every day. And I know that the school, the administrators at your school, they're often focused on what they have to do, and food safety and cleanliness of your kitchens and that kind of thing is just solely left up to you, and you take that responsibility seriously, and we really, really appreciate what you do, and really, if you would, let your staff know how much we appreciate the job that they do every day. And, you know, you've got a great advocate in Meredith Potter and her staff at the central office. They're constantly keeping in front of us reminders that we need to recognize your work and that we need to be mindful of the important role that you play. So I appreciate that. Also, we had a great start to the school year, but we could not have done that if it were not for all the teamwork that we have during the summer. Summers seem to get shorter and shorter. Cecil and his staff continue to amaze me every year in what they're able to accomplish. You may think that your grass grows fast at home, but when you have 38 schools and all the central office and all those things, and we don't add a whole lot of additional staff to cut grass. We're not doing like a lot of systems where we pay somebody to come in and do those kinds of things. It's extra responsibilities on top of getting the schools in order and making sure that our preventative maintenance is taken care of. This year I noticed that they also were able to get a lot of our parking lots restriped. You'll notice that in many of the schools that I visited that those parking lots have been restriped, and some of them are way past due for that. That was something that was unsolicited. Cecil just noticed it needed to be done and got it done. So I appreciate all of your help. You know, we don't want to leave the custodial staff out. You know, when you start looking at our schools, there's something going on constantly in all our buildings. And how many times has somebody broken through the caution tape and stepped on the tile floor, you know, and the custodians seem to just roll with the punches and go on about their work. And our schools, those of you that were in schools, you know, you realize how great our schools look. And, you know, one of our SPLOST projects was getting the carpet out of those hallways, and our halls in our school look so much brighter. We were able to go in and paint those walls and get all those things taken care of. And when you got little kids running around with hands on the walls all the time, it's a hard thing to keep up with, but our staff does a great job. So I just appreciate the work that all of you have done to make this year the best ever. Also, the open session. We had a great open session. You know, it's always great to recognize our teachers and employees of the year. And it's amazing the outpouring of love to the school system from our community for our teachers of the year. We were able to have over $51,000 in gifts for our honorees from the community. And that's really amazing. And, you know, I want to give a special congratulations to Catherine Branch, our assistant teacher of the year. But I also want to recognize Leah Williams from Iron Middle School, Tracy Shipp from Lake Joy Elementary, Amanda Hayes from Northside Middle, and Carrie Chastain from Veterans High School. Those were our 5 finalists for Teacher of the Year, and I'm sure that any one of those people could have represented our school system in a great way. Our premier sponsors also provide opportunity for us to recognize our years of service. And during our October board meeting, we will recognize our employees who've reached the milestones of 30, 35, and 40 years of service with our school district. But today, I've got a presentation that's special for one of our board members, and that's Mr. Fred Wilson. And he has served on the board for over 20 years, and I have his 20-year pin. And I know that Mr. Wilson likes to wear his pin, and he'll have it on the next time we see him. But congratulations on 20 years. With that, that's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Next item of business will be the personnel report. Ms. Hughes.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve August 2015 personnel reports as presented.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the August personnel report as presented on last evening. Any comment? All in favor of the motion, please show of hands. And the superintendent's recommendations for last evening. Ms. Hughes?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the superintendent's recommendations for Dr. Tanya Rose for the position of assistant principal that's to be split between Medark Elementary and Miller Elementary.
Second. Second. It's been moved and seconded that we approve the superintendent's recommendation for Dr. Tanya Rose for the position of assistant principal between Matt Arthur and Miller Elementary. All in favor of the motion, please show of hands. Unanimous. Dr. Underwood.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion that we uphold the superintendent's recommendation for the termination of Ms. Wanda Evans' employment as a bus driver due to job abandonment.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the superintendent's recommendation for to terminate Ms. Wanda Evans' employment as a bus driver due to job abandonment. All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. Unanimous. The next item of business will be on the new business, surplus trading buses. Oh,
Yes, sir, I'd like to put the superintendent's recommendation. I ask that we approve the surplus trade-in for the buses of $128,000 trade-in value because they give so much trouble and we need the buses.
Second.
it has been moved and seconded that we approve the request to trade in of buses for 4 each buses that are surplus. All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. Brian, purchase of 3 new buses.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the purchase of 3 new buses with a financial impact of $2,695.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the request for 3 new buses for $244,685 after trade-in. Any questions or comments? All in favor, please show your hand. Surplus portable buildings. Rick?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion that we approve as presented the surplusing of 4 portables from Perry Primary School.
Second.
It has been moved and second that we approve the request to surplus 4 portable buildings at Perry Primary at no cost to the board, and these will go on GovDeal.com, and they will be sold there. Any comments? All in favor of the motion, please show hand. Insurance renewal.
Yes, I'd like to recommend the insurance renewal for fiscal year 2016, financial impact 944-210 is the financial impact for the insurance of commercial auto goods from leadership.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the insurance renewal request for FY 2016 and a financial impact of $944,210. Any comments? All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. Career Tech and Agriculture Education plan. Brian.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion to approve as presented the fiscal year 2016 CTAE.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we approve the FY16 Career Technical Agriculture Education local plan. Any comments? All in favor of the motion, please show your hand. The next item on the agenda is the appointment of the new board members for Post 2 and Post 3. Post 2, Ms. Hughes.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to approve the appointment of Lori Johnson to fill the post 2 vacancy.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we appoint Ms. Lori Johnson to fill the vacancy for Post 2 of the Houston County Board of Education. Any comment? All in favor of this motion, please show your right hand. Unanimous. For Post 3, Hope.
Yes, I'd like to recommend that the appointment for the post 3 vacated by Skip Dawkins to be David Crockett.
Yeah.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we appoint Mr. Dave Crockett as the person to fill Post 3 for the Houston County Board of Education. Any comment? All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Unanimous. Okay. The next items on the agenda, I believe we have 2 student matters to address. And Ms. Hughes?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to deny the special transportation request for students EC and HC.
Second.
Okay. It has been moved and seconded that we deny the special transportation matters for students as mentioned. All in favor of the motion, please show your right hand. Unanimous. And Hope.
Yes, I would like to recommend that we uphold the denial of the out-of-zone appeal for student ED from Veterans to Perry High School.
Second.
It has been moved and seconded that we deny the out-of-zone request appeal for student ED to go from Veterans High School to Perry High School. Any comment? All in favor of the motion, can I say show of hands? Unanimous. At this time, we will need to go into executive session for a personnel action. I need a motion.
Second.
It has been moved to second that we go to executive session for a personnel matter. All in favor of the motion? We will